Has science gone too far? Probably. But especially is the case in Railgun. Actually somewhat obtaining a level 6 status, using the entire of the Misaka network, injecting it straight into its progenitor. Looks like it's going to be stormy weather going ahead. And the big bad scientist is probably quite pleased with himself. And standing on the backs of many that have been sacrificed in the name of science, it would be good to see who or what can really stand up against them at the minute. Let's find out. It's good to see it visualised in a black smoke. I think the thing is that he would stop pretty much nothing to make sure that these plans are seen through. Let's hope that a lot of the ground around here is insulated. And if throughout all of this she is able to maintain a bit of self, well, it won't matter because he has the powers of the brain in a tube. So, who are you? If you had something like that, which is, you're just coming out of a secret underground base, would you really start divulging it to anyone that just strolled by and asked? Maybe. But seeing both Toma and Satan possibly being somewhat instrumental in this, so tough for being just labelled as level zeros. We had all of the stuff that we were really worried about before. The extra group out there, the metallic being being puppeteered. All the usual kind of comings and goings on with the city, but now you've got a storm front on the top of a building. And could even the power of Imagination Breaker be able to reverse the effects of this? And you let her charge into the lion's mouth itself. And not just a little bit. Is she sneaky, crawling across the floor there just because exercise? Being subjected to something like this, a huge influx of power and everything. Let's see. Worming her way into her mind while she's in a state like this. She wants to tear it apart from the inside out, I see. Things we have seen the darkness that is all of this. Being able to... Well, now she's got the extensive power to stop them, but... Here, let me give you a pointer. So she's now going to use her as her own little personal weapon. Well, let's hope there was no one working there on that day. Not even rubble remaining. I mean, it might be the actual proper response. But of course, the power itself would be off the charts. But they wouldn't have been making all the architecture to not withstand things like that. %2 of the way. You know, not part of her original job request, but they may be connected. No one go outside holding anything metallic in the meantime. Nice little glisten he has there. Getting everyone away from potential affected areas. She is far and away, like, feeling the burden of the extensive use of the power and him taking over. Timing is everything. Imagine if she's just gets the angle a bit off, hits someone else in the background. What was I doing? Is that the voice you want to hear ringing around in there? Also, I don't know if it's the sound mixing or my ears, but oh, it sounds weird. So now he has to do something about it, at least. I mean, he's been struck once or twice before with a bit of electrical discharge. get his input in this situation where he's only just really been brought into it. You can have that conversation later. What a scene change. She's got a charm. Well, at least he gave that back first before charging off. And how long has he been sat there in this position? I'd make sure the gun is unloaded in that case. Just an extra precaution. I wonder just how stiff his joints are for sitting there that long. Great timing. Can you mentally affect metal? How was that going to help? I mean, maybe if he destroyed the necklace to the thing being used to communicate, but she did a little digging. She didn't really seem all too fussed though about hearing a name like that, so. Yeah, you can continue to fight later on, just right now. Well, if they just kind of teleport away, leave him on the roof by itself. They're quite impressive, aren't they? You think like Esper ability is the be all end all of it? Just a quick scan just to make sure that you're not under anyone else's remits, anyone else's orders. Also, it'd be nice to have full control of my mind and memories and everything. Please remain indoors. Someone should really tell him how to wear his jacket properly. He's not one to fade away from a fight or something that looks interesting, is he? How is she seeing the outside world, as it were? We're getting her kind of completely cut off from kind of sensory inputs. Danger. I mean, It wouldn't be that easy to get rid of him, but she has experience in attacking him. This might not go well. If she can distract the one giving little inputs there. Just how intertwined is it all? Find the connection, find the microphone. At least stop half of it. Just having an idea of like search radius within 50 meters, that kind of thing. Seem to have change of plans. Right now, you're going to have to worry about yourself. He has more tricks up his sleeve. He's not going to leave himself completely exposed. Yep. Oh, yeah, his right hand can deal with that. Yeah. Super punch. I mean, it's a bit flashy for what it was showing. Personally, I'd just go for some consecutive normal punches, but... I mean, he's not going to back out now when he's so close to showing off. Not sure how that works. He deflected it into the ground. That's something. Two very different ways of dealing with it. You may not have heard of him. Seeing the opening, seeing them kind of work together there, I guess it's all coming to pass. How is you going to narrow it down? Call in backup. All at the same time. Check if any suspicious activities. She'll go check out all the extra areas. They'll be caught up in this as well. And how exactly did the puppet there know it should be teleporting into this hallway? Honestly, I don't think anyone could have made me believe I'd see someone headbutting a girder. more way of using all of the various materials and elements around her. It's effective. How many times is he gonna have to punch, though? Good backup. Careful. The thing is, even if he does manage to get hold, is it going to be something so easily split away from her? Just how much of an outlier is Toma in their plans? Focus. I mean, he definitely looked the part. And it gave him enough time. Just in case running wasn't fast enough. Giotto mate. Let's hope his aim is good. Well, it's starting to work. He's going to need a second chance at least. What a princess carry. I'm surprised he didn't start blushing. She's found him. Or is it he's allowed her to find him? And now we know that Imagine Break it is enough to actually get through it, but temporarily, only in the precise area it actually came into contact. And until that communication factor is severed, until Kinsey has been wrestled free of his control of the brains in a vat, things are going to still be difficult all around. And with immediately, time to test out. Zap that building. Wow. Yeah, of course the buildings around here, when you have people capable of doing all sorts of big, flashy, eccentric stuff, would be at least better equipped to deal with it. Having some electrical insulation for one, probably having better foundations so they don't get rocked by sudden shockwaves is another. But having the lightning burst from the sky that much where it covers an entire building in a big pillar of electrical discharge. Impressive. Let's hope they don't actually manage to harness that properly. Also, with no dog in this fight, Gunner... well, he's just out here having fun. Doesn't like the idea of someone being controlled. Everything has to be your own free will. Because it's fun, because it has a bit of guts in it. So, maybe it's time not to sit on the edge of a building site, all that construction and metal work. I wonder how long he actually came up with these. I wonder how long he spent coming up with these names. Super awesome punch. I mean, it didn't disappoint. It was a pretty good punch. But also, in that moment where they both surprised each other, it's like, you deflected it with your hand? You cancelled it? What happens if one of them didn't have that ability? You'd be like, haha, I've cancelled my... Oh, fuck. Gotta get someone to scrape him off the pavement now. And you would like to think that your favourite characters and everything would be a bit stronger against coercion, mental manipulation and the like, but being able to be like, this city's bad, and you know it's bad because you've seen the things that have happened, you're being kind of instrumental and core at them. So let's tear it down, shall we? But in her current state, she was a bit out of it anyway, wasn't even really sure where she was, who she was, or what was going on. So at this point, I'm kind of struggling to see if, or to think if Misaka can really combat what's been going on herself and kind of battle the power that's coursing through her. And seeing all of this go down, and rather efficiently and effectively, Yinsei's plans really aren't being questioned all too much, and those that are going up against it don't really seem to have the upper hand at all. Kind of exactly as he ordained, I guess. And not only did he know that people would be coming after him and trying to stop him, setting up roadblocks and obstacles in their path, but actually it was also part of his plan because you're the one I was looking for. But I think, if nothing else out of all of this, the relationships between some of the characters are going to become slightly better. Shokugou not going to be completely cut off from the others, being insular, being her own little clique of hypnotised worker bees. Don't think everyone is going to be able to stand up and trust everything she does, though, because, there's still the whole case of, oh yeah, I kind of messed with your memories a little. But with all that, there's still another episode to go, and as things are going, they're going to be intense. So if you've enjoyed this one, you better stick around. Let me know down below in the comment section if you've enjoyed, maybe even leave a like. Consider subscribing if you've reached this far and you haven't already. Wow, and if you think I deserve it. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. I should be seeing you for the next one. My patrons are the whispering voices in my ear telling me to do heinous things. Luckily, I don't have the skill or the power to do anything of any merit, so I guess all buildings are standing strong tonight. But anyway, I need to thank Electric Ant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Arthea, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Croyville, Ginterman, Dark Shadow 7899, Mega 42, and everyone else. Because I'm sure your voices will get through to me at some point, and we may just watch some more anime.